All right. We resume in the Twisted Horn. It's a small occult shop. There are a number of stained glass orbs hanging from the ceiling, and there are shelves filled with arcane books and crystals, stones, wands, and other occult paraphernalia. There's definitely some incense and herbs here, and a small section where you could have your fortune told. There's also a disturbing poster that features a member of the Cabal who is supposedly giving a talk about a book that they wrote but did not write. What's everyone doing in the shop at this moment?
If Hannah hasn't noticed the poster yet, I am looking through the bones that I'm sure they have them, but the bones that you throw to read fortunes.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a good cross section between life and fate magic. I'm just like, this will come in handy.
Yes, and you still have a little bit of money that's left over from your food shopping trip. The food is all back in Brother Finnegan's car, and he hasn't come into the shop with you. He's stayed outside with his red convertible.
I think I'm going to toss some bones.
Do you want to cast a fate spell as you do it?
Yes.
What's everyone else doing?
I imagine I see that guy outside because faded and all that. And you said he disappears?
Yeah, what you can tell in that moment that you see him is that he had exquisite facial tattoos and he looked like he had most of his head shaved. There was very little else that you picked out. You just saw those intense eyes staring into your soul.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I definitely go outside to see if I can't find him.
You start to leave the shop and your two babysitters. Meanwhile, Hannah has thrown some bones. What spell were you casting?
I don't think there is one just for like doing tarot and reading fortunes. Not like in a general way. Like this is a very general see what's out there kind of thing. Everything else seems very specific.
Okay. So just roll Fate Gnosis in that case. And add a +1 bonus for using the bones.
I had rolled my Fate Gnosis and I got 2 on the bonus, didn't add anything.
All right. Well, then with 2 successes, you throw the bones and they come out in alignment of danger. There's one bone lying on top of another, crossed.
Guys, do I notice Parallax leaving?
Yeah. Yeah, roll Wit's Composure. If you get a single success, you notice that Parallax is leaving.
3 successes. So right. I get nervous, turn around and see Parallax leaving.
Yes.
Parallax, Mona, there's some danger. Parallax we have a job. And I just start following Parallax. Like, hey, we're your babysitters. Baby? No.
I don't even know if I hear you. I'm outside by now, so.
All right, so I'm chasing after, I guess.
Okay. I'm looking for loot. I'm looking for anti-grav boots and one of those deluminators, but instead of light, I want it to collect mana.
So while there are some arcane objects here, and you actually do detect some imbued items, so you don't see any grav boots. What you do see is that there is some sort of imbued set of wands here. They're all pretty expensive, several $100s each. But as you are looking at the collection of wands, the older witch is going to approach you and say, "Ah, yes, these are from out of state. We have a number of collections in the back, though."
Oh. I'd love to see your collection.
And she'll start walking off, though she does look back as your friends are leaving.
Did Ethyl leave?
Ethyl, what are you doing?
Oh no, I'm still continuing to touch everything.
Great. I like Ethyl. Come on, there's some more cool stuff this way.
Okay.
As you go back through the fortune teller's room where there's antlers and other altars to gods, you are led through a small, narrow door into a room that you can see is alight with magic. This room is filled with crystals and a number of, it looks like, staves that adorn the halls here.
Staves?
Long pieces of wood, many of them with a crystalline focus on the end. The crystal collection is various hues and they sparkle with an inside fire. Most of them are smaller than the crystals that you saw outside, probably smaller than your fingernail.
Can I cast interconnections and see if any of these wands are meant to be mine?
Yes, you may.
The wand chooses the wizard, Harry. Fate investigation. So that's 1 plus 2. 2 successes.
With 2 successes, you don't see any of the implements that are tied more closely to your soul than the wrench. But as you look around, you can see that the gears here are behaving erratically. All of those crystals have these massive spikes of fate and destiny, as if they could change things dramatically. They are scattered into groups that you could tell with a prime sight are groups by arcanum. It's like small hourglass tubes filled with stones.
Which arcanum is Ethel?
Ethyl is a Moros mage, and I would say that actually there is an instrument here which seems to be attuned to her.
I'm gonna point it out to Ethel because I know she has her dead body dust and her skull, but she might be interested in this.
What is it?
The staff doesn't look like it came from a tree. It looks like a perfectly cylindrical piece of wood with, as you look at it, there's like a piece of metal on the bottom that has rusted away. The woman who has taken you into this room says, "Ah, are you attuned with the grave then?"
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
You're a Moros mage.
Ah, as am I. This should allow you to change the perceptions of the specters that you encounter in your travels. I call it the Ashen Staff. It is created from an artifact that we retrieved from one of the homes here in Salem. a shovel that we believe used to bury the dead.
It's just funny because we're playing another game where I am a character with the shovel who buries the dead.
As therapy.
It's all coming together.
The name Brock's carved on it really small.
That's right. It's Brock's ashen shovel. But the shovel head isn't attached anymore, but you think that, that piece of metal at the end is where there used to be a shovel head attached.
There isn't a prettier thing that's attuned to me.
There are very pretty things here, but you don't see any that are as attuned to Ethyl Stubbs. Outside, Parallax and Hannah have gone onto the street, just hanging out on the street. Parallax, you are aware that you're being followed. What are you doing?
I honestly don't even think I registered that. Like it registered to me that someone's following me. I think I'm just so, I don't know if enamored is the right word, but I'm just so intent on finding that person because I feel like I know who it is, although I'm not 100% sure. And I think I want to cast a fate spell to find them. They were just here. I think I can track them down.
Yeah, you could try to roll Fool's Rush in to give yourself a bonus on a perception check, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then. So with that, it shouldn't paradox if I just do the one spell to make it instant.
That's right. I think that because you're just running into this situation, Fool's Rush in would definitely apply, and you won't suffer untrained penalties. If you enter an unfamiliar social situation, your impression level will improve by 1. I guess it's only social situations. If you want to increase the reach, then you can add the number of successes, the potency, to dice rolls that you make. So you'd have to overreach in this spell.
Mm-hmm.
Since you only have Fate 2.
Right. So I'll try. So there's a way I don't have to overreach, right? I just have to.
That's right. It would give you a bonus to social skills, but it wouldn't give you a bonus to finding them necessarily.
Oh, okay. All right. It's disappointing. I guess I will. I'm YOLOing. I'm doing it. I'm gonna make it paradox.
All right. Do you want to use your stopwatch? Your pocket watch?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna use high speech on it. I'll use my pocket watch, and I will. Can I try concentrating on the spell? Like maybe say it twice to get an additional point. Is that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Maybe even also like maybe I'll. I'm out of ideas. I guess I'll try using like maybe like sweat from my brow to make a little like pentagram or some sort of glyph on my hand or my palm while I also cast the spell. So I'm doing a lot of things.
Yeah, so it's going to take you a couple rounds to do this, and Hannah will have caught up to you. And roll with +2 for high speech, +1 for the tool, and +2 if you want to make it a concentration spell.
All right. Nice. Overall, 5 successes.
Excellent. With Paradox, there's only a chance die because while you normally would have a 2 dice Paradox pool, using the watch reduces it by 2 dice. So, would you like to absorb it if it happens on a 10? Or would you like to release it into your spell?
I will absorb it.
Paradox does not occur. And as you walk out onto the street, you look down the street, and that person has strode a great distance. Your eyes lock with theirs again. They're talking to a woman with coffee-colored skin, and her hair is all in braids. She's wearing a leather jacket, and the pair of them, both looking at you, move away further down the street. It wasn't you, but it was someone who looked quite imposing. The figure has not only those facial tattoos, but you notice as they turn from you, their hair is pulled back into a mess. There's mostly a shaved head, but they've got long hair in a ponytail.
All right. Well, now that I saw that it wasn't me, I will definitely dial it back a bit. Plus, don't want to split the party.
Did you get 5 successes?
Yeah.
So with an exceptional success, you can gain an exceptional success condition, something like regaining a willpower or a mana, or you could gain a condition.
I need to regain mana.
Okay.
That sounds like awesome. Yeah.
You feel revitalized as you step onto the street.
All right. Well, I'll turn around to Hannah and be like, false alarm. Don't worry about it. Then I'll pull up the flyer. What's that?
False alarm for what?
Oh, you didn't see that guy? No? Am I the only one?
No, the bones told me danger, and I looked, and you were running away, and...
We should get the others.
Yeah,
You'll never find
I'm
us.
not sure what the danger is, but maybe it was false alarm.
Well, I mean, it's not entirely false alarm, but it wasn't what I initially thought. But definitely something to... We should get the group together, and we should do this thing, and go this way, and point in the direction they were at. Preferably sooner the better.
Back inside the shop, have the two of you settled on purchasing anything? It seems to be that inside this room there are no price tags if you are interested in buying anything here.
Yeah, how much is this staff, you said?
Yes. Well, we could let that go for maybe $300 to you, as you are a first-time visitor to our store. It really is quite priceless in some ways, but typically in our community, we tend to trade in favors instead.
Favors like what?
We've been having some problems that perhaps you could help us with, or we always accept tasks and other imbued items in exchange as well.
Oh, TAS is items that have mana in them.
Like the water?
Oh, no. Yes.
Interesting.
Do I see the shopkeeper look questioningly when she says water?
No, her face is pretty impassive this whole time.
Okay.
She seems to be trying to understand who you are, though, so she's definitely watching you for small cues.
Okay.
As Parallax and Hannah enter the shop, only one of the witches is there, and your friends are absent.
Maybe that danger was right. I go up to the remaining witch and point my finger at her and say, "Where did they go?"
Oh, They're towards the back with Delphi. I'm sure that they'll be out shortly. I should probably stay here, and we don't normally allow visitors to move through our shop unaccompanied.
Well, we'll go find them. Right, Parallax? And I grab Parallax's arm and start walking towards the back of the shop.
No, I meant please don't, she says, as she's like trying to follow you. Yeah, you're still just walking through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do buy the staff.
All right. So are you going to buy it for cash money?
How else does one buy things? I mean, I
Wizard
don't think
favors,
we've got. Yeah, I don't think Ethyl can handle this yet. She's gonna pay money for it.
Okay. I'm sure that this is in excellent hands, she says as she takes it and hands it to you. The sounds that you hear are of someone objecting as someone else walks through the rooms behind you. The door that you came through, that narrow door, is shut, but there's actually a large number of methods of egress from this room. It looks like there's a door on the front, left, and right. That's for Hannah, who is storming through the fortune teller's room.
If I think of the doors as numbered, would lucky number work?
I'm going to say that would definitely be a fate spell.
Yeah. So fate to lucky number. And I don't think there's something to increase the potency of this one. I think it just works.
So you can use
no,
reach to change the primary spell factor to potency, for example, but no, just roll a fate gnosis check. Also, since you aren't an acanthus mage, it will cost you a mana to cast this fate spell.
Because I'm nervous about finding our friends, can I use willpower to add 3 dice?
Absolutely. You can always use willpower.
Sweet. There has been danger foretold. 1, 2, 3. Roll. 4 successes.
Yeah, so you get a good feeling about that door on the right, and you're just going to burst through it, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
The group of 3 inside turn to face you, surprised, but you're
What's
there.
up, Hannah?
Hey, the bone said dangerous, and Parallax has a mission of mysterious mission-y things.
Okay.
I tried to stop them, says the girl. And the older woman says, our business here is concluded. If you could follow me back to the parlor.
Of course.
She's going to escort these dangerous wizards out of her back room.
Dang.
Caring that for propriety.
Way to make an impression.
As we're walking, I talk to Hannah. I'm like, check out the staff Ethyl got.
Ooh, that is a really cool stick.
It used to dig graves.
It used to dig graves. And I paid so much money for an old stick. Is it a full-length shovel handle that I'm now just toting around?
It's
all right.
massive.
Quality.
Looks good on you.
Thanks. It's slimming, I'm sure.
All right. Do we meet up with Parallax, or was he following
I
us?
dragged Parallax with me.
Yeah, no, I was sort of being drag
All right,
against my will.
What's going on, Parallax? What's this mission?
So I pulled the flyer out, and I'm like, we got to go to this
You
place.
didn't tell me you wrote books.
Exactly. I had to go here now.
Do you think you have a twin? Oh God.
Don't
Realizing
bring it
what I
up.
just said. Yeah. But
Mhm.
he wouldn't write books, Parallax.
As you think
Okay.
about both of you, as you think about the other Parallax, you're back on top of the ziggurat.
I stopped
And you
thinking
can
about it right away.
see- Oh, it doesn't stop. You're still there. You can feel the oppressive air of this place, and you can see the other Parallax, his nightmarish shadow body stretching out before you. He's impossibly tall, and he's smiling down at you.
I give him a rude gesture.
Does his hand tats, I don't know if I'm gonna call them tattoos, but his hand markings or and stuff look similar to that other guy that I sort of just try to run down? Or
The hands of this other Parallax are made of pure shadows, like the shadows that cling around his body, extending his limbs. It's not so much tattoos, it's like they don't have hands. You can see the stubs where their arms have been severed and replaced with these shadow constructs.
How close are we to evil Parallax?
You're like 5 feet away from evil Parallax.
Okay. Do I still have everything on me?
You have nothing that you had back in Salem.
Oh, good, because the well box. Phew. Okay. I'm gonna say, oh God. We got like one chance at this. What do you want to do?
wait, what are you thinking?
Murder?
I mean, I don't even think that is an option. I feel like we're not even, because this has happened to me before, and I basically came straight back. I don't think I lasted in this realm very long.
Is the rip in space still there?
It is.
Okay. We need to just go back and find your. Oh, I ask evil Parallax, where is the sword?
The other version of Parallax moves to be right in front of you, Mona, and says, "You're going to be trouble, aren't you?" And then a shadow reaches out and pushes into your chest. You're falling back into the pit of the ziggurat.
No.
Parallax, you see this happening, and you see across Sanjata, another mage who is here with you, react to it, pulling out the bladed weapon that he had taken from the guards and lunging at other Parallax. And you're back in the shop in Salem. To everybody else, it looked like you just stared for a moment and then returned to reality.
As I return to reality, I'm screaming.
The witches who run the shop are like, "Wait, whoa, are you all right?"
He's good. He's totally good. We're leaving now. Thank you for the staff. I sort of grab Mona, and we're walking outside now, briskly.
Did something happen?
Nope. Nothing happened.
God, he is terrifying, Parallax. He's terrifying. I swear to Wizard God.
There's something you're not telling us.
Oh no.
You not just
Nothing happened.
out.
Nothing happened. Don't you
Oh,
worry about
something
it.
happened for sure. We just can't tell you. It's a what
It's
is
magic stuff, I know.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Wait.
I would find out.
Can't not allowed to, or can't your mouth won't make the words?
Can't if I told you it would become worse.
As you
It's like
say
fairy
that,
tale rules.
You can't even think about it. God damn it.
I know we
Mona,
can't even think about it.
you get a pit in your stomach as you're saying this, and you feel yourself falling backwards
No.
into that hole.
No.
You can see the rough-hewn stones, and there are faces in the stones, and the faces are all around you here on the streets of Salem. It looks as though your friends are frozen in place, but you're both at the top of the ziggurat falling in and standing on the streets of Salem at the same time. What do you do?
I'm gonna focus really hard on the us's on the street.
Roll a resolve plus composure check.
That's a 10 and just one success.
With one success, you're struggling and you can feel your body fall. You can feel the impact on your back. There's something sharp down here digging into your ribs. There is a feeling that you are in both places at once still, but as you are back in Salem, everything looks different, changed. The buildings unnatural, and looming over one of them is Anti-Parallax. He stands as tall as one of the 3-story buildings with a wicked smile on his face, just like when he pushed you in, and he disappears. And then time resumes.
You guys just wigged out again. There is something.
So about that book event. So yeah, I'd like look for the address. And do any of you know where this is?
I probably know where it is.
Yeah, roll a wit streetwise check or intelligence streetwise.
I don't have any streetwise, but I lived in Salem for a while.
It still is going to be a streetwise check to remember the streets, I think.
Okay, so I just don't roll any for streetwise.
Wits or intelligence?
I do not remember.
Yeah, you don't think about things in terms of street names. There's a few main streets that you could try walking down.
I'm actually gonna go to the shopkeeper and be like, I'm so sorry, but how do I get here? Like, point to the street.
So as you go to open the door, you find it locked.
Uh-huh.
They are on the other side, and they see you trying the door. The older witch sends the younger one away and walks towards it and says through the glass door, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're about to have our daily ritual. We'll need a few minutes. Can I help you with something?"
Yeah, I just need quick directions to this place, if you could.
The Corvid's Corner. It's just down that way to the left. If you see that tree there, you'll take a right there and follow the street for maybe about 10 minutes. It's a short walk.
Okay. Thank you. Excellent. All right. We know where we're going.
Do you have any insight?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Could be a wits insight check.
Wits insight? Okay.
Mhm. Oh, get it.
Is insight a skill?
Empathy?
Yeah, that's empathy,
Oh.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Good, 'cause that's what I was rolling.
Vampires have insight. Wizards have empathy.
I got one success.
Something about her words strikes you as untrue, but you're not entirely sure what.
Okay, there's got to be someone else on the street, right?
Yeah.
So I'll walk up to a stranger and be like, "Hey, excuse me, I'm so sorry to bother you, but can you perhaps give me directions to what's Corbett's Corner, if you could?"
Yeah, it's right over that way, says the woman that you approach, and she's pointing in the same general direction. It's local bookstore, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you. I guess
While we're walking, I'm gonna lift the back of my shirt and ask Hannah if there's anything on my back.
There is. There looks as though there's several scars from old wounds, long healed.
There's a bunch of scars here. Nothing new.
Are they shaped like anything?
As you look at the scars, they do seem to be shaped sort of in the pattern of there's a central one and then some out circling ones. Maybe it's an eye.
Kind of like a bullseye or like an eye. There's a middle one, some around it.
Great.
It hurt.
Great. It hurts my soul.
Ooh. I could probably get rid of these. If you're feeling self-conscious about them. But
No,
they're just scars.
I don't think you can, but thanks.
Well, that reminds me. I ask Parallax, hey, do you want to look like the author when you go there? I assume that this is not you. Or
Her
are you?
hair is shorter.
I mean, does it really matter if I look like them? Are you like afraid that someone's going to confuse me for them? Is it something like that?
Yeah, or if they're not expecting to run into themselves. I'm not really sure how this whole whatever is.
It's just someone that looks like me. I'm just curious to meet them.
Like a doppelganger.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure this won't go wrong.
Yeah.
What did it say your doppelganger's name was?
I look at the sheet. What's the name on it again?
Professor Durham.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's not a coincidence at all. Yeah, don't even pay no mind. Just we're gonna check this place out. It's gotta be cool. Cool things in there.
I can't remember.
Don't worry about it.
Is Parallax last name Durham?
Yep. I also have to teach at that school that's listed on this sheet as well.
Maybe you're
or
just
used to, at
meant
least.
to be there.
That's not what I'm thinking.
Can I cast interconnections on Parallax and this event by touching the page and looking at the bookstore?
You could cast it on the poster, but not, or you could cast it on the bookstore if you get in sight of the bookstore. You haven't reached it yet.
Yeah, I think I would like to wait until we're in sight of the bookstore.
All right. So you're going to all start walking in that direction down to the left. This is the opposite direction that the man with the facial tattoos went, you noted. However, as you are walking in this direction, Mona, you do feel like this is towards that spectral parallax that you had just seen.
Okay.
Does
I say
anyone
nothing and I don't even think about it.
Any mage sights?
Yeah, my prime sight's up.
Okay.
Definitely throw a time sight as well. Oh no, excuse me, fate sight. Definitely fate sight.
Yeah.
Okay. With your fate sights up, you can see that the sky is grayer, cloudier than it appears, though it's bright and sunny. And you get a feeling of impending doom as you are walking towards the store. With your prime sight up, Mona, there's a number of magical things that are happening around here. But roll me a wits composure check.
What about death sight?
As you activate your death sight, you can see that there are people here who have these hazy auras of death. They're walking along around you. It's just like people milling about in the crowd. You've never seen anything quite like it, but you can tell it's like a gloom that's hanging onto them. Also, you're pretty close to one of the local graveyards, and you can see there are apparitions in that graveyard.
Mona, do you see that?
No, what?
The people in the graveyard?
Oh, those are probably ghosts. Are you using your sight?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Yay! Good job. So like I have prime sight up. So like I can see like the cogs in the world and like the ley lines of where all the magic is and like where pools and wells and stuff. You can probably see like ghosts. Like you can go say hi and see like how they died. Talk to them.
I can turn it back off too, I hope, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You
Okay.
can turn it off, but it's mostly like not focusing on it. You're just like, I'm going to ignore that.
What was the book listed on this flyer again, by the way?
Worlds Between Worlds. The title. It's a treatise on folklore and alternate reality.
I'm just gonna nudge Mona and say, "Hey, do you does something feel really bad to you? I've got a bad feeling."
Yeah, I feel it too. I don't know if we should be here. I think, yeah, I feel it everywhere. All the buildings are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to take that turn to the right past the tree. Mona, did you get any successes on that wit's composure?
No.
None. Okay, good to know. So the store that you are going towards should be at the end of this street, but you'll have to walk for a little bit to reach it.
I'm going to put on a fate shield.
Mm-hmm.
And switch to spirit sight.
All right.
It's a lot of doom. I'm going to just switch to the spirits.
Yeah, there's that same undercurrent of there's some sort of massive slumbering spirit just below the skin of this town. You also get the feeling that the spirits in the area are kind of antsy. It's like there's no spirits that are sticking themselves out of the gauntlet. They're all hiding.
Is it kind of like what our house is like?
It's kind of like what your house is like in the way that they're all hiding, but it's more like when a spirit is manifested, it can either like hide itself physically, but these ones have instead pushed themselves back into the gauntlet. They're not present in this world right now. They're all subdued.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else on this street, or do I see anyone going down it into the bookshop?
It's a fairly busy day on the street of Salem. Even though it's a weekday, there are people who are out having their lunch. There's a few shoppers, and there are people who are headed in that direction.
Okay, I'm going to approach one of them and say, "Excuse me, are you on your way to a book reading?"
Nope, I'm not. What? No?
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry to bother you. I'm going to go to the next person going in that direction.
Yeah, you start asking people one at a time if they're going to a book reading, and each of them says no. They look at you skeptically.
I'm gonna grab the paper out of Parallax's hands. Can I borrow this?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next person going in that direction.
Yeah, so you just start talking to strangers as you're walking down the road.
Does anyone like recognize it or anything? No one.
At one point, a woman says, "Isn't that him?" and points over at Parallax.
It is, and in just 5 minutes, you'll see him at the book signing. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to Parallax. I don't think anyone knows about this. Oh wait.
That
Okay.
witch back in the shop did.
Yeah, but are there more stores on the street, right?
Definitely.
I'm gonna like pop in a store and see, where they put all the notices. If there's another, what is a fiche called? A poster? A sign?
Like a billboard, a place to post posters.
Yeah, and see if there's more.
Yes, actually, there is another one on this sign here. It's for like a little coffee shop, and it's got a poster.
And it has Parallax on it?
It does. It's the exact same poster.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that one.
Yep, the person behind the counter is just like, whoa, oh, okay.
Huh. It's happening, but no one knows about it.
Maybe
I'm
the
gonna-
book
Did.
Okay,
It
muted.
muted. Yeah.
Say it could just be a very unpopular book.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's just not very good.
Maybe. Seems suspicious though.
Well, I mean, we haven't made it to the bookstore, right?
Not yet.
Well, at least you didn't really write it in case it is terrible.
I want to put a. Can I hold everyone's hands and put up a shield?
What kind?
I would like to do a ward to protect us from spells.
Prime, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, everyone, hold hands.
Are you going to use any yantras as you cast?
Yes. I'm going to say sun over moon, moon over sun, let my hands protect these ones in Atlantean.
Okay. And you weave that
nothing.
spell. So
Yeah.
with the mantra, you are going to add a +2 bonus, but it does look real weird to all the sleepers around you.
We're in Salem.
Yeah. It's an invisible spell, so
Yeah.
just looks like a strange thing for someone to do. But it's Salem.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
so
fine.
roll that with a +2.
Okay.
And then, Hannah, you notice that you think you see the bookstore before everyone else because there is an active spirit around it. It's kind of like a gray, green, shadowy spirit. It's got these long tendrils that extend around and into the door. You've never seen anything quite like it before, but it doesn't look entirely natural.
Like a fabricated spirit or like an octopus spirit that's not supposed to be on land?
Not an octopus spirit, I can tell you. And if you'd like to roll spirit gnosis, you might be able to unveil some traits of this spirit.
Yes. I rolled none successes. Can I get closer and try again?
You may, for a willpower, scrutinize it more deeply.
Okay. Yeah. When I just start walking ahead and get a little bit closer, and I've never seen anything so weird. 1, 2, and 9 still roll again because we're with Parallax.
Yep.
That's 3.
All right. With 3 successes, you can ask 3 questions about this spirit that is looming here before you.
Can I ask what it's, what is it called? Nature is?
Its nature is it's a spirit of capitalism and corruption.
Okay. And what are its influences? That's what can it do, right?
Yes, you think that the influences of this spirit are it is able to create greed in this area, and it is also able to control people who are feeling those capitalistic urges.
Something that Hannah truly dislikes. And what are its ban or banes?
Its bane is generosity. Freely giving something to the spirit harms it.
Hannah is just going to grin and walk up to the spirit, and
it is pretty far away, and as you get closer, you can all see that it's just you can't see the spirit, but you can see Corvid's corner. It's a little occult bookshop, it looks like. Also very close to here is a statue of a woman sitting on a moon. It's from Bewitched.
Great pizza place near there. So I'm going to use channel essence, draws essence into a spirit, which is like more of like a reward than anything. But instead of asking it to do something, I'm just going to say, this is just for you. Sure, it's a big spirit and you could probably use some essence. I'm going to channel a little bit from the bewitched statue, which is definitely a potent symbol of Salem, and say, this is for you. No questions asked.
It's going to recoil away from that spirit spell as if you are damaging it with its bane, and it looks down and you see a massive Cthulhu-esque eye open in the center. It is angry, you sense. Thank you, and what can I do for you? I have so much here that I can give you. And you can see its wounds begin to heal with that essence that you've provided for it.
Oh, this isn't a transaction. This is a gift. And I'm going to turn to my friends and say, and I've got a gift for my friends. And you put the spirit shield, ephemeral shield, on my friends.
You can get it on 3 of you before you need a reach to do that, and it would be overreach.
Well, if I do the 3 of them and not myself.
Yep.
Die capitalist.
I rolled a 3, by the way, for my spell.
Just 1 success.
Yeah, with 1 success, that's enough to establish a spirit shield that should protect them from its influences.
And I just turn to them and say, don't buy anything, gifts only, mutual aid, and just walk in.
As you walk into the store, there are lots of people here who are kind of like waiting. And when they see Parallax enter, they're like, oh, and they turn to you with copies of this book.
Told you.
Dang, I didn't get a book.
I say I'm absolutely flattered. I totally go along with it. This is like, I'm totally meant to be here. I'm so flattered to see all of you here. Let me just get over that. Like, there's got to be an obvious,
There is a table that looks like there's no one sitting at it. Maybe he was
Well,
waiting
I'm gonna-
for you.
Yeah, I'm acting like I belong. I'm gonna go over there. It's like, all right, guys, thank you all for coming. Let's get this book signing underway, and I'll start like taking copies.
You can see the spirit, Hannah, flex one of those tendrils, and the people here go crazy. They're all pushing to get up front and have Parallax sign these books.
I'm gonna act as a bodyguard and be like, whoa, 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 one at a time. Let's make a line, people. Make a line.
Yeah, why don't you roll me a intimidation plus presence check? Or persuasion if you want to do it.
I think I'd like to persuade.
Okay.
And you said presence?
Yep.
2.
Nice. Hannah, you can see that spirit try to act against Parallax. Would you roll your spirit gnosis pool?
Two.
With 2 successes, you can feel it pushing through that spell. It's like it's slobbering all over Parallax. And as these people throw themselves on him with adoration, Parallax, would you roll me your resolve plus your gnosis?
Hey, it sounds like it was a popular book.
Yeah, there's like 20 people here in this small store.
This is an unnatural occurrence of capitalism. I go up to Parallax and I say very loudly for everyone to hear, Parallax, you should talk about how you're donating all your earnings from this book. Just elbow.
Give you this look. I'm like, what? I got 1 success on that.
Parallax, they're giving you money. They're paying you for signing these books if you are signing them.
Yeah,
I'll take care of the money. I'll
We are
take care of the
taking that
money. You
Yeah.
focus on signing these books. I'm gonna like take all the money for him. I'm like the bouncer.
All right.
Ermengarde, where are you in the crowd?
I'm gonna say Ermengarde actually has made it barely inside the door. He's like stepped in and is just staying sort of right by the door, avoiding this like throng of people. There's a lot of things that just make no sense right now.
One of the things that makes no sense is that there is another version of Parallax just out on the street. They're looking at the store and they pull something from a pocket. It's a little pocket watch.
How many of you are there?
I'm gonna go outside to talk to that Parallax.
Okay. Parallax looks up at you. His hair is shorter. Ah, hello there.
Are you? Who
Ethyl.
are you?
I'm a visitor to this town. Who are you?
Same. Are you here for the book signing?
Yes, I am.
I might not go in. It will be a tad awkward. You won't look good. It definitely won't be good for your name. You're late for your own signing and someone's already taken your role.
It's not my book. Say, would you like to see something?
Isn't another broken tool handle?
It is a tool, but it's more of an exchange, a tool of exchange, you could say. He walks around a corner a little bit towards, it's like a small garden almost, and bends down there.
All right, I'll look back into the shop and then I'll follow him around the corner.
Oh God. No, my first student's gonna die.
I know nothing of the multiple parallaxes.
The three of you inside the shop feel a ping, as if someone has cast a spell nearby.
But not on us, because I have my ward. Is that why I feel it?
You don't think that they have cast a spell on you. That is correct. However, you do think that they have cast a spell nearby and you can feel it.
I don't like it.
Do I see anything with my fate sight up?
With your fate sight up, you notice a conspicuous lack of Ermengarde. Ermengarde is no longer here.
Do I notice just from looking around?
Wits composure?
Right.
Can I roll as well?
Yes, but Mona, you'd be rolling at a -2 penalty.
Yeah. I just got one then.
Okay.
I'll when I'm not being inundated by multiple people, I'm gonna try to like get Hannah's attention and be like, "Hey, where's Ermengarde?"
You mean Ethyl? Yeah.
Yes.
And I shout, don't forget to tell them about your donations, and run out the door to find Ethel.
Yeah, you push through the crowd and you get out onto the street and you don't immediately see Ethel. Ethel, you enter into that garden. And as you step into that garden, you feel something shift around you, and you're no longer in that garden. You're inside a massive atrium. There are strange plants here that you've never seen before. Reality has shifted. It's like a giant greenhouse, but there's something else here. There's these massive stone tiles all along the ground. And you can see that other Parallax look up at you with like a wry smile on.
Whoa. Well, this isn't so bad.
No.
Where are we?
I've taken you to my house. I haven't shown you this before, have I?
You haven't shown me? Do I know you?
I sense that we will know each other quite well soon. Come. I meant to show you that tool, didn't I?
Suppose so.
And you are led through these vast, impossible halls. There are figures that are moving just beyond your periphery through these halls. And somehow you find yourself having a hard time grasping everything that's happening, but you feel as if it's magical in some way. In a massive atrium, you see that there is another atrium, in fact. This one doesn't have plants, but instead it still has like a glass ceiling. There are papers here on the walls. They seem to show a series of Venn diagrams or circles with objects in orbits. There is a metal construct in the center of this room. It looks as though it's a sphere on legs, and as Parallax walks up to it and lays a hand on it, it glides open.
What's inside?
Inside, you see the underworld again. But it's
Oh.
more than just the underworld. You see worlds upon worlds. And roll me a resolve plus composure check.
Does this Parallax have like a palantir? Where's resolve?
It's one of your attributes.
opposed to intelligence and wits.
Oh, derp. So sorry.
With 2 successes, you can feel yourself kind of getting lost inside, and you're not sure how much time is passing by. Back with the rest of the Cabal, Ermengarde's gone.
And I noticed Hannah leaving.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's our cue. Thank you everyone for coming.
Hey, this isn't supposed to be done till 3. You have our money already.
Oh.
I'm gonna try.
Can you like speed up the time?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm sure there's a lot of sleepers in this room. It'd be very risky.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Our author is going to need a 2-minute break in the back room for some water and refreshments.
That same person says, you just got here.
Yes.
Roll me another persuasion check. Presence persuasion, or manipulation plus persuasion.
Okay, that's a 10 that I reroll.
Yep.
Another 10.
Wow.
And then persuade. You said manipulation.
Yeah.
That's another 10. Another 10. And an 8. And I don't reroll 8, so 4.
You are just very forceful in your defending of Parallax here. You're like, no, he needs this time. He's got to have a moment to make sure that he's doing everything all right. And you've convinced this entire crowd. So you have wowed them and gained the condition that you have wowed this crowd.
Oh, great. Yeah, we're going to wow them even more. All right, let's go. I push Parallax to the back room. Dude, we got to get out of here. Hannah and Ethyl are missing. I'm pretty sure this whole thing was a trap from...
Oh, yeah. Possibly. But so there's got to be another door outside this place from this back room, right?
Yeah, there's like a emergency exit back here.
Yep, we're going to use that, and we're going to book it to where we last saw it.
Before we leave, I'm going to pop my head back out, and as the crowd is wowed, I'm going to say, support your local bookstores. All proceedings go to this bookstore. And I'm just going to like smash the pile of cash on the counter of the bookstore and then book it.
Hannah, outside you can see that spirit of capitalism is like shifting as it's trying to understand this donation in a way that conforms to its worldview of capitalism. The next thing that you notice is that there are a large number of people here who are looking at you. They are all sorts of different people, mostly men. And you see that they all look a little bit tired.
Like they're just random people.
Just random people stopping on the street and looking at you. And you're not used to having this much attention on you.
Yeah, I do not like this at all. Very uncomfortable. With my spirit sight, do I see if there's anything spiritual happening with them, or is it?
You don't see any active spirits around them, but there is like a slumbering spirit kind of that surrounds them to some degree.
I'm gonna back up away around the building where there aren't people.
It just so happens that the direction that you back around the building is the direction that Mona and Parallax are coming around.
Okay.
And they all start walking around that corner.
Hannah, we found you.
Hey, there's people. Those people are staring at me.
My prime sight's up. What do I see?
They're not awakened. They don't have any awakened magic on them. They're just looking at Hannah quite intently, and they also seem to look at you quite intently.
Do they have any spells cast on them?
Not that you can tell.
Can I? Oh, there'll be so many people though. Like I can make them. Well, I could make them less sleepy, but I could make them all fight or flight. Hopefully, flight, run away. But that would be a lot of people.
Definitely be overreach.
Yeah.
What are y'all looking at?
You say, they just look at you. They're not reacting to what you said. They're not saying anything back. They're kind of just standing at the entrance here and looking at you.
Yeah, Hannah is really uncomfortable. They're just gonna do control instincts and make them scared of this place.
Okay, so I think that with the size of this group, it's going to be an overreach by one already. Would you like to make it a lasting effect for another overreach? Or increase anything else?
No, the group of people, and then lasting so that they don't come here. And one of my yantras, I'm going to turn my back on them and look into the shop so I can use that reflective glass and like look at them through the glass.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take out my survival knife, which I keep on me, and hold it up and be really big and scary, but in the reflection at them.
Yeah. So you get large, and that tool is going to reduce the paradox die pool. You're going to roll at a +3 bonus to your life plus gnosis. You'll need to get past their resolve, and paradox could happen here.
+3, you said?
Yep.
One second.
Victoria, in another time and another space, you find yourself looking into a kaleidoscope of different worlds. There's all sorts of things here. You see beings made out of fire. It's kind of just blowing your mind. It's like your mind is being blown over and over again. You gain an arcane beat as you are looking at this thing.
This is still my second day of being an awakened mage ever, too, right?
Yeah. Do you want to keep looking into the heart of this? Do anything else?
I mean, can I look away? Can I choose to look away?
Yes, you passed the resolve composure check, so yes, you may.
Okay, I am gonna look away then. Is there anything else of note in this particular room?
You notice that there are several exits. It seems that there are just all these massive holes that seem to extend down these very long hallways. You think you came down one of them, but you're not sure which one it was anymore. And the Parallax who had guided you here, gone.
Ooh, okay. Man. All right, I am going to try to cast a spell. Can I try to cast a spell to figure out which way I would go to get out?
That would be a space spell. And unfortunately, you don't have space, but you could cast
time.
You can cast a time spell to figure out which direction you came from.
Okay, can I try to do that? So I'll take my little ash patch out, and I'll dunk my stick in it, because obviously more things. It's a death stick, but I don't know, maybe that's good.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start drawing on the ground of the room that we're in, and try to see if I can cast a spell to let me see, like, sort of back up the way we came through.
Yeah, so this is going to cost you a mana, and you're going to either look with a divination spell, and I can answer a yes, no, or irrelevant to a question of yours, or you can use a vision of where you came from in the past.
Second one.
Okay. So yeah, you feel yourself like you're thinking about what just happened, and you can see Parallax speak softly, or maybe not speak at all, to another Parallax who's standing here, and they are looking at you, and then they wink out of existence. You are going to continue to stare at your past.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's changed. We haven't moved out of the room, and what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep looking into the past.
You see yourself wander into this room. You don't recognize yourself. It's like you're not conscious. It's like you're just one foot in front of the other, following a path.
Okay,
I think you know which way you came from now.
Okay, and I'm going to try to walk back out that way.
As you snap to from this thing, Parallax is there.
The old our Parallax, or the Parallax I followed there? Parallax.
Well, it's not a Parallax that Trevor is playing at the moment, but it is a Parallax who looks similar to your Parallax. He's got his hands behind his back. He says, leaving already. Are you sure there's nothing else I can't show you? What did you think of my wonderful tool?
For one thing, is he dressed like the Parallax I was just talking to, or does he look like a different one again?
He's dressed similarly, but the clothes are slightly different.
How many of you are there?
How many of you are there?
One. Your tool is lovely, I think. It's a lot.
I'm not sure if you've learned enough from it yet. Maybe you should look again.
I feel very fulfilled, actually. My friends are probably nervous. Can you bring me back to them? To you, please?
Yes, we could leave here. But I'm afraid that you're under the impression that the people that you're working with are safe. And that simply isn't the truth. I've seen how you die. And it's very soon if you go back.
One, I'm under the impression that none of this is safe. Two, I feel, do I just live here forever then?
Forever and a day, but yet not forever. Strange, isn't it? Perhaps you'd like to look again.
No, thank you. And I'm going to try to start walking down the path that I think it is.
And that Parallax doesn't stop you. You walk right by, but he turns as you walk, keeping his hands behind him.
Okay. And I'm going to have my death sight up in hope that that would allow me to see my coming death. Maybe.
With your death sight on, there's something about this Parallax. He's covered in it. He's just covered in death. This room is covered in death.
Oh no.
Are you sure you won't accept my invitation? You hear a voice say. The hall that you've wandered into is a hall that branches and branches again. It's like an infinite corridor, a maze, a labyrinth.
Oh man.
With your death sight up, you can tell there's something about this place that is death bliss. It's as if it's all scrubbed clean. All living things have some sort of death on them, you realize now as you look at this, because this has no death. The sides, the walls here are untouched by any sort of death at all.
I suppose I have no sense of what path I'm supposed to be taking either, right?
You can post cognition again, though.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. Roll another time gnosis as I jump back to the rest of the party. Hannah, how many successes did you get on that roll?
4.
Let's say paradox did occur. Would you want to accept it into yourself or release it into the spell?
So the last time I took it into myself wasn't great.
Great. Releasing paradox is always a wisdom sin, however, which gets you arcane beats.
It does. I'm also surrounded by sleepers. I think that Hannah is so unnerved by all these people watching them. They really, really don't like it that they would release that paradox.
Okay.
They just want to do it and get out.
So, as you release the paradox,
Happen though?
Does it paradox?
it did, in fact, paradox with 1 success. So, you're going to roll 3 dice for your wisdom to see if you lose wisdom. And spellcasting quick reference, paradox. Let's just say that you did release this thing. It can undo or apply a single reach from a common thing, or it can impose a condition on the subject of the spell. I think that it's going to apply a single reach. What's going to happen is that it's going to spread. The fear that you create from this spell washes over Mona and Parallax as well.
I'm already kind of scared.
What are your resolves? 2. Yeah, you're terrified of Hannah right now.
I'm gonna run to the car.
Hannah is between you and the way back, so you're gonna have to just run down this alley.
I just
Okay.
turn around and put my knife up.
Hannah's gonna kill Saul! Run!
People do react, and they start backing away from you rapidly. You can tell that they've got like their hackles up, and they're booking it.
I'm
Parallax,
pulling Parallax.
what's your resolve?
Come on.
Okay. And that terror, that prey instinct is going to continue as the scene progresses because you used a reach to make it go for longer.
On my wisdom throw, I got no successes.
Your wisdom goes down, but you gain a beat, so that's okay.
Oh, does it still affect me because I have my ward up?
Oh, actually, it's roll that ward. Roll that ward for you and Parallax, actually.
So,
Prime plus Gnosis.
Okay.
It's a contest of wills.
Okay. Just 1 success.
With 1 success, it's not enough to stop the spell. Hannah got 4 successes on that spell, and you can feel it overwhelming your shield, and that's terrifying to you too. The party scatters, running through the streets of Salem. Hannah, your friends have abandoned you. What do you do?
I myself am terrified of the situation. I saw danger in the bones. People are disappearing and abandoning me. bringing up some bad feelings, and I am. I think Hannah is going to go to the cemetery where they had talked to this spirit of Salem, which is right next to the car.
As you are moving through the streets, people are reacting to you. They're running. People are terrified of you. There's something wrong. There's something wrong as you walk past. They all are like just, their hackles are raised, and you can feel that spell working on the people around you as it has expanded beyond your control. Parallax and Mona, you've run down several turns. You round a corner and start catching your breath as the scene winds down. So you've been running for a while.
Dang, I had no clue Hannah could be that scary. Good thing they're part of our cabal, right? But like, wait a minute.
Then why did we run away?
I
Okay.
think maybe they cast a spell.
Yeah. Let's. Okay.
I think
Clearly
they cast
we've
a
made a
spell.
mistake.
Yeah, let's go find them.
I'm just gonna fix this, and then I pull out the pocket watch and I'm gonna cast Shifting Sands. I'm gonna rewind this whole scene. And that involves some reach.
Yes, it does. But if you want to, I think so it can rewind up to potency. You can rewind to before you stepped foot inside the building and before Ermengarde was kidnapped.
Yeah.
Would we still have?
Yeah, we are doing this before we even entered the bookstore.
Would we still have our memories?
No, only
I would.
his memory.
Okay, Parallax, before you do this, like, tell me everything.
Yeah, totally.
Don't forget.
Yeah. What exactly do you want me to tell you, besides what has happened?
Tell me that Ethyl disappeared, that the whole thing's a trap and we shouldn't go in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that we should probably leave.
Okay, sounds good. So, yeah, with Shifting Sands, I think normally it works just on me, but I think with a point of reach, I can make it just do the whole scene.
Well,
okay.
You could, so what you are going to do is going to be +1 reach. Your time is 4. Do you have 4 time?
I have 4 time, so I can do this instant and do the reach to make it a full scene. Unless I'm forgetting a point of reach.
Yeah,
that
no.
should be
So
using.
I think that it's going to go back through time a number of turns equal to potency. So this is going to go back a number of scenes equal to potency. And you can just do it. No paradox.
Sweet. Should I roll for it, or is it just gonna happen?
You should roll your time plus gnosis.
So is time working again?
As you click that the stopwatch, and you can feel yourself resetting time, as you have done many times before this this campaign started in our previous campaign. You know that there are certain dangers to doing this, and you can see one of those dangers manifest before you as you are clicking the watch. Nega Parallax is there, looming over you on top of the building. And he speaks inside your head and he says, "But I'll still be here, and this has still happened." And you roll that time gnosis, +1 for your pocket watch.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get successes on this roll.
Yeah, I definitely. So far I got 3. I'm rolling 1 more for the pocket watch.
Nice.
And hopefully it's loading. I'm gonna say no. It didn't happen. It's not coming up. It's just 1. So it was 3 successes.
All right. So back a scene. You can see yourselves as Hannah becomes larger and scarier. Back, another scene. You're signing books. Back, a third scene. You're standing outside the building, and Hannah is about to give essence to this spirit. Hey, everyone's in front of the bookstore. Isn't that great?
Yeah, let's go in.
Well, hold your horses.
What?
We ain't going inside. Absolutely not. We need to take cover somewhere.
Oh, why?
You just asked two
Just trust-
people for
just-
directions.
No, trust me on this. We are not going inside. We need to take cover now. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Okay. I trust Parallax, so I'm gonna look around for cover.
As you look around, roll me a wits plus composure check. Parallax, roll me a wits plus composure check as well.
I'm really good at those two things.
Five.
Okay, with 5 successes and your prime sight on as it was at the beginning of this scene, you can see that there are several will workers a good distance away watching your cabal. There's a man with facial tattoos. There's another woman with braids.
What are will
There-
workers?
Mages. There's mages
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And they seem to be looking at you. And then you see another one. It's Parallax. He's just down the street and he's looking at you very intently.
Is he next?
turns and starts walking down an alleyway as you see him. Parallax, did you get any successes on that roll?
Yeah, I got 2.
You recognize, not a Parallax, but you recognize some of the people that Hannah was scaring off. They're all looking at you. They're in this crowd here.
I'm gonna tell my cabal, you guys, I just saw the author. He went down that alleyway. And there are also 2 awakened over there. And I nod my head towards them.
Where'd the author go?
The author,
his alleyway?
he went down that alleyway over there.
Should we follow him?
You think it's a trap?
Definitely. This whole thing's a trap.
All right. Sticking together this time.
This time.
Go. Exactly. Let's go.
Okay. I
Or
want
do you walk away from the shop? You want to?
Yes.
The alleyway that you walk towards.
No, I want to walk towards the 2 awakened.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Are
Yeah,
you
we
bringing
do
the
that.
rest of the group with you?
Yeah.
All right. Are you walking towards the man with the facial tattoos, or are you walking towards the woman with braids?
Are they not next to each other?
They're pretty close, but like they're in the same direction, but they're decently spaced out. Like one's on either side of the street.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to one of them and kind of like beckon the other one to join us.
Okay. As you are walking towards them, they don't immediately run away. And you see Brother Finnegan walking down the streets towards you.
Great. I'm gonna beckon him over too.
Yeah, they all reach you at precisely the same time, and the 7 of you stand there, awkwardly to some degree.
Not me.
The man with the facial tattoos, Ermengarde, you recognize him. He's the man who dragged your dead body through the hedge maze. And that's where we're gonna pause this session.
What? Dang. So much stuff happened, but then also didn't.
Didn't. Oh.
Crazy.
So we remember none of that, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I think this version went better than the other one. Like the other one, we all got separated from each other.
That spell is so OP. It's not even funny. I made a mistake. Let's just get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely everyone gets a beat. Parallax, I think you get an additional beat for remembering all of that nonsense that occurred. The beats that you got in that time and any mana that you spent still happened. And did anybody make any progress towards their obsessions or aspirations?
I have a really easy one that I just never approach. I just need to have a conversation with Hannah. Next time.
Next time.
Can I add an obsession, or do I need to spend points?
How many obsessions do you have?
So I have 2 obsessions right now.
No, you should only have 2 obsessions. What are they?
So it's clear my name and to become a master time mage.
Well, I don't know if either of those were involved in this situation.
Yeah. So I was just hoping if I could add one, but that's cool. Yeah.
I feel like one of those is the obsession of some of the other parallaxes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I think that if you have time for it, Victoria, I would have a one-on-one session with you as other Ermengarde.
Oh no. Ugh.
And yeah, so I am looking forward to our next gaming session, and maybe we'll see how bad it goes.
Oh, that's so many mistakes so early.
We'll be fine. This is just how Mage works. You're in danger constantly. I've been trying to say that, like, Brother Finnegan, we're here. I'm here to protect you. Of course. Thank you. Yes. We need that.
You did walk away from him, and he didn't know where you went.
Oh, no. Well, he found us.
Right. So yeah, I will see you all back here next time for more wizard shenanigans.
That was fun.
Shenanigans.
Thanks, Rudy.
Cheers.
Woo.